We don't want blue lightning today.
Yeah! Hey, I like that!
This is called your eviction notice.
If it went on Noah's Ark, they've seen that animal from our farm in their yard.
All right, here we go. I hate running after animals too. It makes me mad. I start thinking about hamburgers when I have to run.
Meet Stu. He and his wife own a tree service and live on a farm full of animals. Join the crew of unstable lumberjacks for wild, crazy, and sometimes unstable adventures. What could go wrong?
Hopefully there's not too many bees in there. Well, yeah, maybe. It's like, who's making the final cut on this one today? Because that is definitely some bumblebees or something in there. I don't know how you give a bee eviction notice, but. Oh, good morning. The good thing is it's early enough in the year, they'll find somewhere else to go build a home before winter gets them. I've been stung by those size bees. The expectation is to not get stung by a bee because we actually have a bee suit that I can put on, even though it's gonna be hot. I'll put on a bee suit to make that last cut, and then the bees will just be hanging out together. So, like, hey boys. They are not gonna be happy after a bit. So we have a double crane set up, not because we necessarily need it, but hey, if you got them, why not smoke them, right? We have several trees over here. They're relatively small now, but they're interfering with the electricity and the wires. And then there's a big tree that's hollow at the base, and that's the power to the whole city here. The lines are right up on the bark of the tree, the electrical lines. This will be a shared drop zone. So both cranes will be setting down the debris here where I'm at. This will be the ground crew. It'll be their time to shine today. Pretty boy Matt and Dylan, they'll be taking care of the dangerous tree. I may have to break down and help them out a little bit, but we'll see. The more heckling we can do, the better. Because Steve, I've never really seen him rattled before, but if we can rattle him today and just be like, come on, Steve.
Yes!
No, he'll just go slower. He'll just slow it down real quick.
We always give Steve a bunch of flack just because his hair is so perfect and has the right clothes, the matching socks. I mean, who wears matching socks?
You don't do recycling in this truck, do you?
If the tree service doesn't work out, I know I can be an excellent trash guy.
Hey, can I get one of them cones, my boy?
Might need a saw. I need a saw that can cut metal. Steel chainsaws, baby, that's it. On the 50th, All right, we're loose. It's all over the electrical lines, but we are good. You know what, I probably shouldn't stand underneath of it. For the first time doing some tomfoolery like that, I think it worked out pretty well. You want the limbs cut off a little bit?
Just straight cuts through.
Okay. Cut it like this. Then he's dancing a little bit. We don't want blue lightning today. And so that's a legit job right there. That is a good cut. That's great craning by Dylan. I'm not gonna tell him that. So it's one of those, we have to keep him, we have to keep him grounded. Good Lord, Steve, we're behind. You're getting behind. I'm gonna have to razz him harder next time because that was a really chill response. All right, hold on, wires, hold on. Once we get these trees out of here for the homeowner and free up these wires, I think they're probably going to have the electric company come out and kind of tension that a little bit and get this raised up some. I don't know what that sounded.
I was gonna say, what's that sound, Stu?
I've never heard that sound before. What the heck was that noise?
Spinning the turret. Like force on the turret.
Oh, so you're breaking the current. Oh, yeah.
Yeah! Hey! I like that!
Oh, that's good crane in there. Oh, that is highly professional. This is a ground man day today. They have a big task keeping this cleaned up. All right. House wires. Yep. There we go.
We don't do it all the time, but if there's no lineman around, sometimes you just gotta lift those lines out of the way. It's better to move them than have the tree take them down.
There we go. If this thing falls, it hits that fire hydrant, we will give the neighbors something to talk about. Let me talk. And here we go. Woo. That's a heavy piece there. Where is my super suit? Right. Sometimes I think, where is my bee suit? They made this for $1.70. Well, the cool thing too is that it allows you to get really close to the bees. So we always try to save the honeybee hives. So before a bee suit, we'd have to flop a huge piece, and then, I mean, once it hits the ground, you can't get anywhere near it. But this allows us to basically preserve the bees. All right, it's a cowboy bee suit. This is called your eviction notice. All right, we're getting there. I can't see where their actual hive is, because I'd like to be able to grab it and maybe set it off to the side, but timber! Again, it's weird because I don't see an actual nest. I mean, they're obviously hanging out. I didn't make any friends, but I just don't see where their actual nest is. It makes me feel better if they're just coming in here and eating some of that decayed wood and then grabbing it and taking it back to their girl, the queen bee, AKA Beyonce. All right, just coming to you here from this quaint little town, your local beekeeper, that's me. Old Stu the beekeeper. No, that's pretty neat. Yeah, like I said, there's never a dull moment when we do this for a living. I mean, shoot. I mean, from craning trees over houses to a beehive to obviously busy street. You got neighbors checking us out. We're holding up traffic because, like, I like to think we're a cool train wreck because it's like, oh, I want to see what's going on, and it's holding up traffic. Woo-wee. Successful job, a successful day. No one got stung yet. You watch, right now one will come grab me in the back of the neck. Like, I got you, I was waiting for you. I was waiting for you, and here's my window. Let's grab lunch or something, go to the next one, and leave someone here to deal with the very irritated bees now. So, all right. Who's gonna let us borrow their babies for about 3 hours? It's time to take the animals to Easter. We have to trick a bunch of animals to take them to church to play with about 2,000 kids today.
I'd say on average, we take the animals either to elementary schools, special events, probably on average about once a month. So we round them up. I think they're starting to get used to their field trips.
Okay, they're too heavy to carry, I think. So, if you just want to babysit her for a second, you think you can do it? I'll go get a halter.
So believe it or not, I do not have a gym membership. What we do in nature and trees, that's enough of a gym for me. I'm glad that they trusted him enough that he wasn't eating their baby, because that could have turned out terrible.
That was no fun. Don't tell me Jenny almost got away. Oh my goodness. That looks right. Okay. Rhoda, how we get you in the trailer? Kids will love a pig. Oh, perfect. Only one more to go. I know, scary jump. If the pig can do it, a cow can do it.
The incentive for the animals to go on field trips is that we always set up their enclosures in nice grass. They get some good fresh snacks. Despite all the lightning, thunder, rain, you name all the elements, lots of people came and enjoyed the animals.
All right, someone else has to carry her. Yes. Bad cow. Huh, bad baby. Good. Whew. I need to do more cardio.
I mean, we're happy to do it, but there's a lot more than what meets the eye. But sometimes just gotta throw that calf on your shoulder and get it to where it's supposed to be.
All right, we'll just hang out here for a second. Look at this, my church shirt's all messed up. My hat got crooked. All right, we have a beautiful day here. We were called out. There was a dead tree here at Llama Farm that was a little on the hazardous side. We didn't want dead branches or the tree uprooting and possibly injuring one of the animals around here.
Being able to see one of the most successful llama farms in the country was so awesome, and meeting the owners and people who run with that.
Now, don't be afraid if they come, don't reach out at them because they're gonna do this. If you just let them come to you, you're probably gonna get a llama's nose right in the camera.
We had to spend some time with the llamas.
Well, look at you guys. Man, look at these babies.
Yeah, you need to come on out or they're gonna,
Oh.
see? Girls, come on.
If you buy me a drink, we can go home. Huh. Good thing that tree is so dead that he'll want to stay tied into the crane. And since it can lift 38 tons, I think he'll be okay.
So removing dead trees is a whole new set of dynamics, or different from anything else. They're really not safe to climb. Sometimes you just gotta get in your saddle and get your spikes on and do it the old-fashioned way.
We'll get the dead tree out of there and we can get the llamas back in their pasture.
I'm usually more focused on how can we get this accomplished. I'd rather be making the split-second decisions that could be life or death.
Give my boy a beer over there. Hell yeah. I wish they all came out that easy and quick. Can you see them in the distance? The ones that spit. I'll take a picture of it.
So towards the end of the job, I got a call that no farmer wants to get. We got a call that Now our cows are out. Hey, babies, come on. Hey, babies. It works at home, but in a strange spot, I think they're a little suspicious of me. So I'll have to go out. Hey, babies. All right, I have another one looking at me. If it went on Noah's Ark, they've seen that animal from our farm in their yard. All right, here we go. I hate running after animals too. It makes me mad. I start thinking about hamburgers when I have to run. Hey guys, come on. Come on. There we go. That's okay. Hey babies, there we are. I'm not saying we're out of the woods, but we're out of the field.
Yeah.
So it's like... I don't like to rustle cattle every day, but hey, I mean, it's a nice day here and everything went well. So we have had much worse experience with cattle before. So no, that was good for my temperament. I was able not to say the bad words, so that's always a win. One of the cool things about our profession is that every job is unique. For crew, we used to talk about, it's like, man, like how cool would it be to have a reality show or to be able to capture this, just what we do day to day. The origins of the show really came from me trying to explain what we do in a day to my wife. And it's like, unless it was on film, it's so hard to explain it. The most important part of the job is not Nat looking pretty, it's actually how we set the crane up, because if the crane fails, then it is all bad. Between the tree service, rescuing the animals, helping out in the community, it's just really awesome to share our lives and what we do day to day. We just want to put some goodness out there, share some goodness with the world.